tennis target practice. Now, if you're a smart player, you never want to just come onto the court, quote unquote, swinging, okay? Hoping that your ball lands in a good spot. That's not good enough if you're serious about your game, like the heavy hitters of the ATP and WTA tours. Now, true, you can get lucky. And yes, luck can definitely be a part of winning. But that shouldn't be the only leg your game and shot selection have to stand on. You need to have control over your shots and be able to pinpoint your spots on the court with marksman type precision. Okay? If you want to win consistently, that is. Why? You see, the type of shot that you hit and the area in which it lands many times helps you determine the type of shot that your opponent will be hitting back to you. Okay? If you already know the possible shots your opponent will be sending back, this will save you a heap load of time, and you'll instantly know what recovery position is needed to execute a rock-solid reply. But if you have no idea where your shot is going, it makes it very difficult to accurately anticipate the possibilities of where your opponent's shot may land and what move you should execute next. And then you know what happens after that, right? You're a step late on a lot of your shots and will find yourself playing catch-up all match long, trying your absolute hardest just to stay in it and keep it interesting at best. And heck, if you throw pressure into that scenario, you're really in some trouble. You don't want that, do you? Of course not. You want to be in command and be able to dictate what's going on. So, with that said, here's a fun tennis drill that'll help bolster your ability to hit your targets with a lot more precision and help you dictate the tempo in your favor come match time. Alright? Now, as you'll soon see once you check out our best-selling Tennis MyCam Strategy Secrets 101 course, I love to use examples from other sports to help solidify a point and really make it stick in the player's mind. Or hey, even just to make things a bit more interesting. Now, this tennis drill is very similar to that of an ancient basketball shooting drill that just about everyone on this earth has heard about. Horse. Except this one is called SPOT. S-P-O-T. Alright, now this is how it works. First off, the objective. The core of this tennis drill is to enhance your shot accuracy. Okay, plain and simple. No need to go deeper than that. Next, your positioning. Now, though you may play with as many players as you'd like, 2 players is the minimum that's needed. One will stand on the end of the court on one side, while your opponent or your partner sets up on the opposite. Okay, easy enough? Alright. Now the execution part. Both players will outline a specific section or target of the court where their shots must land. Not could land, not would like to land, must land. Okay, for example, if you wanted to strengthen your ability to hit the ball wide into the corner using the angle cross court, then you'll select the space somewhere in between the center hash mark and the single sideline diagonally across from you as your intended target area. Now, this is crucial. Don't go ahead and try to be too big of a sharpshooter right off the bat. Okay, that'll drive you crazy. You see, many tennis players tend to do that, then they wind up discouraged because they're not perfect right away. So instead, I recommend starting about 1.5 feet from the center hash mark. Okay, not too easy, but not too difficult either. Alright, then as your shots get more targeted through practice and you get more comfortable, then move it further and further out wide. Okay, thus making the target much smaller. Or, if you like to work on giving your balls more depth, you would select the box beyond the service line, but obviously slightly within the baseline as well. That would be your target. And anything that doesn't make it beyond that service line and in that section is an error. Now, by no means is it limited to just these two. For example, you could extend the center service line straight up the middle, all the way to the back, and practice your shots down the line as well. Or you could bring it closer to the net and work on your volleys. Heck, you can even use it to strengthen the accuracy of your serve. Now, one thing I want you to note, when you finally do decide to decrease the size of your targets, I highly recommend that you use visuals. This will make your perimeter a lot more defined. Okay, all you do is you put a piece of tape down as a marker to outline where you'd like your boundary line to be. Okay, and try only to hit it within that section. The main thing is it's a lot easier to see. Now, in the cross court example, you could simply put a brightly colored strip of tape between the hash mark and the single sideline. Now, using a color that's dull or one that resembles the color of the court surface isn't going to do you any good. So, be sure to always use a bright color, or one that really stands out, so it'll be easy for your eyes to lock on to. Remember this, and it'll help let you know if you're really making the progress that you think you are, instead of the possibility of jumping for joy behind fool's gold. Now, how do you win this thing? It's similar to horse, HRSE. Whoever fails to strike the target and hits the ball outside of the designated area gets a letter. Miss one, you got your S. Miss another, tack on a P, and so on and so forth. The first one to miss 4 times spells out the infamous or the dreaded SPOT, and that player loses. Oh yeah, 4 tries isn't a lot, right? So you need to be really on your game. You want to make it more fun? Good. Raised stakes equals increased results. Now, this tennis drill is a great way to enhance your game. But listen, if you really want to bring the feel and the environment of it closer to what you'd feel in a real game, add more pressure. Make it interesting. How do you do that? Check this out. Before starting, agree to put a little extra on things. For instance, the first one to get all 4 letters, or the first one to lose, has to buy the winner lunch from the restaurant, fast food, or sit down of his or her choosing. That's sure to beef up the intensity, won't it? Now you might say, hey Brian, you crazy? Times are tough right now. I don't have that kind of money to be buying my partner food. I mean, I barely have any for myself. Well, can't afford it? Don't worry. All of us are in the same boat, but you can still have fun with it. Things don't always have to be monetary to increase the intensity or to raise the stakes. Now, how does a personal car wash in your driveway this Saturday, courtesy of your favorite hitting buddy, sound? Even better, right? Exactly. It's all in good fun, but it's so satisfying. And hey, when those competitive juices start gushing out there, it'll really produce some awesome results for you. Now hey, if you really start getting good at things, don't sit back, cross your feet, and smile at yourself inside. Challenge yourself even more so by shortening it to 3. Like out. It could be whatever you like, okay? But just keep pushing. The fewer letters, the fewer mistakes you can make, and the more precise you're going to have to be to avoid that after-practice meal or complimentary car wash. Now, just whatever you do, don't spell out Heat or Celtics. All right? It's 7 years bad luck if you do. Just kidding. Now, I'll leave you with this. The better you become when performing this drill, the quicker you'll be able to send your opponent packing. Enough said. Thanks, guys. And as always, have a great day and an even better game. For more Tennis Mind Camp tips, tricks, and strategies, head over to tennismindcamp.com. All right, leave a comment in the box below if you want to say something to me. Talk to you soon.